Hello, welcome to the stream and part number 10 of this No Sphere Grid ability switch challenge. We are going to jump right in and get on with some attempts fighting against Evrae that I started at the end of yesterday's stream. I had planned to start streaming half an hour ago, but I had a delivery order that was delivered later than I expected, and so I was just waiting so I didn't have to interrupt the stream and go pick that up. Alright, so what is my thinking about this battle, and what are we trying? So one thing I thought about yesterday but didn't end up getting to work was having a character, deliberately having a character petrified by stone gaze and using them as essentially a meat shield for the photon spray hits. Not sure how useful or how much difference that's going to make, but I was definitely having trouble with the photon spray damage, and I don't have a third character that does significant amounts of damage, so let's see if we can arrange that. Right, and we still need the same opening here with some luck on this first attack that we got. Okay, so if I want to do the stone gaze strategy, I think what I want to do is have Riku pull back right here. Let's see, does Lulu... Yeah, we could do a bit of damage with Ultima. We do need to hit Evrae 6 times so that the next attack when we're at close range is going to be the stone gaze rather than just the normal physical attack. So let's go ahead and Osmose Orin. And that's one count for stone gaze. So now I can do... Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea to copycat right now, but I do have to issue this pullback order. Okay, so we still have Ultima plus Osmose on Aaron as the copycat. Yeah, so the main thing here with keeping track of the Osmose target is just to make sure I don't accidentally Osmose Kimahri with Lulu, since Lulu can get MP with Osmose, but Kimahri can't do that. So 3 out of 6 for Stone Gaze. Alright, that damage distribution was not terrible. Kimahri's still pretty healthy, which is good, because he doesn't have SOS regen. So we'll let Sid... Yeah, we're not going to build up enough on the Stone Gaze counter. We'll let Sid fire his missiles, we need that to happen at some point anyway. Bit concerned about Lulu's HP. Yeah, I think I have to switch Lulu out for this attack cycle. I also can't use Kimari's copycat again because that'll leave him without MP, so we can't do more damage right this second, but that's fine. Okay, so who do I want to come in and start taking damage? I think Whacker. Yeah, so I could attack Evrae. Yeah, it just occurred to me that I can add up to the Stone Gaze counter faster, or add to the Stone Gaze counter faster by attacking physically with Whacker. We know that in only a couple of Photon Spray turns, we're going to end up getting somebody KO'd, which is extremely bad, or we're very likely to, just without any kind of mitigation of the damage. So that's a bit problematic that we can't. Yeah, but I've only got Lulu with haste who's in the party right now. I can bring in Riku, I guess. Sure, I mean, I'm not attacking with Kimari. I'm a bit concerned that we actually need to add to the Stone Gaze counter faster right at the beginning. Alright, so have Lulu out of the party. Riku has SOS regen, but I just value Riku's HP pretty highly. So let's have Titus come in and just do a dummy weapon switch. I don't think that the guided missiles adds to the Stone Gaze counter, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get that confirmed. Right, so here's the second Photon Spray. Oh, not quite. Very unlikely someone gets KO'd here, although it is still possible. Okay, that was pretty good again. Aaron, because Aaron has SOS regen, I'm definitely happier with him just taking hits, provided he doesn't die, which he was getting low, but made it. Alright, now we need to fit in an Osmos from Lulu on the boss. That's kind of got to happen no matter what. Before we can continue with any damage dealing. I think this does count towards the Stone Gaze, so we're now up to a counter of 6. So at this point, I think I do want to get close. Yes, what we're looking for is Sid to get turns after Evrae's twice in a row, because we have to pull in and pull out again, basically. Right. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? So if we move in there, then that boss turn at the top of the bar now is going to be Stone Gaze, and that was going to be Inhale. Okay, so we can't... Yeah, we can't actually... Or if we go in now, we have to pull back before Inhale. Maybe that's actually fine. Yeah, maybe that's actually fine. It's kind of nice to have Inhale as the turn that's lined up for close range, because that does sort of give us a free turn, maybe at the end of the battle, once Evrae's in haste or something. Okay, so let's do... What's the plan now? I think Titus can take 4 hits still, and whoever this character slot is, taking... Well, Riku and Titus would both die from taking 4 hits. Do we want to do the moving command with Titus? So that would leave him in the party for the Stone Gaze, but that's acceptable. Obviously we have to have someone sort of sacrificed for the Stone Gaze. And Riku, Kimari, and Lulu are all too important for that. So it's basically one of these 3. So we are going to get hit by the Photon Spray again. Okay. That's not bad damage distribution again, although Whacker's ended up at just bang on 50% HP, which is a bit unlucky. Alright, so we're moving in again here. So we need... I think I just want to do a dummy weapon switch with Riku. Yeah. Now, Riku needs to get out of the party, and I bring Waka back in. But how's the timing on these weapon switches? That's no good, so we do a dummy weapon switch with Riku. Yeah, I don't particularly want Auron to get hit by the Stone Gaze, because he's quite a good tank for Photon Spray, even when he isn't turned to stone. But, yeah, again, it's sort of like, I don't have a better alternative. So we're going to get, yeah, no matter who gets petrified here, and nobody has Stone Ward on, right. Yeah, that could mess us up. We want someone to get petrified because it means they can just be unlimited HP tanks for the Photon Spray hits. Yeah, so there's the Stone Gaze. Okay, it is on Auron. Yep, fair enough. So we have to pull back now because Sid doesn't get a turn after Inhale, like I was saying. So let's go ahead and do that, and then what are we doing? Need to start dealing damage again, obviously. It's just so awkward that Lulu's HP is that low. Need Tidus out of the party because he's not going to survive the Photon Spray hits. So I guess, who comes in now then? Man, it's tough. Maybe Whacker, but switch to Magic Defense Plus. Yeah, so this way he should survive 3 hits, whereas Lulu I don't think could. Really want turns as soon after the boss as possible, but... yeah, I mean I can't do much about that. Alright, we have 2 more sets of guided missiles. So now we're planning to basically fight the battle from a distance. And just pray we get lucky with the Photon Spray hits, which I'm not feeling great about. Oh, and I didn't change to the Magic Defense like I was trying to with Whacker, did I? Well, not that it would have made a huge difference, but it could have helped. Oh, Riku gets killed. Okay, well, that's just game over. Yeah, we obviously can't win from here. I'm not sure if Riku got hit by 4 hits and just high rolled the damage slightly, or got hit by 5. Now, that strategy felt extremely clunky. I just wasn't dealing damage, and it's not like getting a character petrified was really that much insurance against the Photon Spray hits anyway. So having another attempt here before I add any more abilities. Possible abilities to add are slow, which would be good in this battle and maybe useful in the next battles in Bavel, but isn't really doing much for us in other boss battles. Alternatively, let's see, what other abilities could we consider adding? Focus was the other one I was thinking about yesterday. Focus is kind of nice because it reduces the magic damage from the Photon Spray hits, but it also increases, it lets us deal damage in slightly larger chunks. We only have Auron and Whacker to learn abilities though, and one of those kind of has to be Provoke. because otherwise we can't beat Defender X. Alright, well let's do the same opening again. Slow is kind of tempting. Like, slow buys us so much more time. Obviously, Evrae is going to put itself in haste in the last part of the battle, but that's happening no matter what, and we're not even consistently getting to that point. I think we've gotten to that point once, like the very first attempt. And since then, Evrae has killed us in various ways. Alright, that's a hit on Kimari, okay. So... yeah, we can get some damage in... yeah, we can get some damage in here. We will Osmose Evrae later, I just don't want to steal its MP right now because I want to set up a situation where we're not really trying to do stuff like defend, we're just taking actions. We're either doing damage with Copycat, or we're taking actions like weapon changes or maneuvering the airship that don't mess up the Copycat timing. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get to do a copycat with Lulu here, do we? Because I need Aaron to defend. No, we don't. Okay, well, fair enough. So we're asking for a lot of luck here. We either need the attack to target Lulu but miss, which is like a 20% chance, or for it to hit Aaron. Yeah, if Kimari's the target, he always gets KO'd. No chance to evade. What can I do on this turn? Anything useful? I guess I may as well... yeah, I'm in a position where I have to Osmose MP next anyway. I guess there's a question as to whether I do that from the boss or from Riku. Yeah, alright, let's do a dummy weapon change. Alright, we got lucky. We got the... we got lucky with the targeting there. Sadly... let's look at that turn timing. Yeah. We're not going to be able to get Kimari out of the party before Photon Spray. Yeah, I'm just confirming that Sid does not get a turn before Inhale. Oh, I'm sorry, he doesn't get a turn after Inhale, so we do have to pull back now. So what's the plan? I guess I Osmose Riku. Right. Then I need whoever else is going to come in here to tank the Photon Spray hits. So somebody who gets a turn as soon after the boss as possible. I guess Riku's probably too fast here, isn't she? Yeah. Well, defending on Riku would be fine. I mean, now Riku doesn't have MP. Aside from maneuvering the airship, she doesn't actually do anything too useful for us, so sure, you can be in the party for the first Photon Spray. Oh, that timing's really good as well. Okay. Excuse me. Croaky throat. Alright, well this is going okay-ish, but again, completely at the mercy of the Photon Spray hits. And Riku just dies. Man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any realistic chance we can do much here, but I guess I can try. Yeah, this isn't going to work, is it? Because Kimari can't even get out of the front line. No. Yeah, in fact, this is just pointless. We don't have enough damage. Alright, let's try... Let's try assigning ability to Aaron. Certainly seems like we need more help in this battle. So let's give Aaron slow. So while the game's just loading up again, I will edit the autosave real quick. See, character, Aaron, abilities. There we go. Alright, I have to think about the sequencing at the start of the battle a little bit here. So instead of having Riku come in and do Hastiger, I think if Aaron's going to have slow, I should actually take a step back and rearrange my party rather than just reloading the autosave. But we're here now, so let's try it. I'm thinking I want... because I still need Aaron... like, part of the issue is that even with Evrae in the slow, I also still need Aaron to be defending before the first attack if he is going to survive. So let's see how this timing works out. Okay, well... I think we're going to need... yeah, I think with the way I have it set up here, we're going to need even more luck than before on targeting with the opening attack. I think what I want is Riku in the front line. I don't want to use a haste on Aaron. That's part of the kind of the sequencing puzzle here. Well, that lets Riku swap for Kimari and defend. That's something. Alright, and the slow did hit. I mean, that does make such a huge difference for the amount of time we get in this battle. Unfortunately, that 12 MP means Aaron no longer has enough to give Lulu a copycat. So... osmosing Aaron not particularly attractive. So only Kimari defending can survive the HP damage here. So he's going to be in the party for sure. But I guess I should have Lulu in because she's the only one who can evade the attack. I just don't think it's profitable to actually begin attacking here. Maybe it's fine? No, we shouldn't pull back now. We should take advantage of slow to pull back after the inhale turn. That really minimizes the amount of photon spray problems we're going to have. Yeah. So we need to survive. We need to survive both physical attacks, which is still going to take a lot of luck. I'm just torn on how... Yeah, so how am I dealing damage? We're going to be a close range a bunch here, but that's not... I mean, that doesn't really make any difference. So if I Ultima and then Osmos on Evrae, then the copycat's kind of wasting a big chunk of Evrae's MP. All right, well, let's try and get damage in. We know that's going to be a problem. That was a nice roll, at least. Alright. Good luck on that front. Now, I don't think I want to copycat with Kimari on that cast, because... Yeah, again, it's sort of just wasteful on the MP. So we're not pulling back yet. We stay in the party for a second turn. We don't want to just go all out swinging with physical attacks on all these sort of free turns we have, because that will mean we get Stone Gaze next, which is not what I want, I think. Okay, let's have Riku come in. Let's see. All right, we've just got far more turns than we're used to having. That's all it is. So let's do this. So this has put the Stone Gaze count up to 3, assuming that Osmos in the first double cast does count. And Lulu's going to be able to copy this twice, thanks to that 55 MP. Right. Except that she can't, because I need Aaron to defend. Well, she can copycat it once, which I guess is better than nothing. I can do a... Okay, you stay in the party. Oh, that was... Yeah, hit triangle without thinking. I did not mean to do defend there, because that screws up the copycat sequencing. Yeah, that's just stupid. That needed to be just double weapon switch. Ah! Yeah, because Kimari could copycat then get out of the party for the second attack. Alright, well, it is what it is. We may still have enough time here. It's not really a problem. But yeah, but it is a problem because now Lulu needs to get back up to 90 MP. So that's how much does she need? 33? Okay, well Titus and Aaron can give her that. And Oren gets that turn to defend before the second physical attack. So double cast, Osmos there, yeah. Just a dummy weapon switch here with Riku, and then we can issue the pullback order afterwards, I think. No, we're not pulling back yet. Sorry, got ahead of myself. We're just waiting. Yeah, so this third character slot, yeah, we just can't really do much that's very efficient here. Obviously we're hoping either Aaron gets targeted and lives, or Lulu gets targeted and misses, and it doesn't matter who this character in the middle is. Maybe there's some small chance I can win the fight, even if that character gets KO'd though, just because of the slow. So with that in mind, I could make it Waka. Yeah, better Waka gets KO'd than Riku for sure. Alright, that is what happens. Okay. Yeah, currently trying to figure out MP puzzle here. What I really want is to have the Osmos target somebody. Hold on a second. How much damage have we done here? We've only hit Evrae with. Yeah, we've only actually hit Evrae with. Is that 3? No, that's just. I think that's just 2 Ultimas. Yeah, we haven't done any copycatting on Kimahri, that's right. Oh! Mispressed again. I was supposed to double cast that. Well... Maybe that actually kind of worked out. Yeah, I guess that did kind of work out, because I was trying to decide... That's so funny. I was trying to decide where to Osmos, so that I don't sort of just eat through the boss's MP really quickly with Kimahri here. But maybe just doing a single cast Ultima, given we've got so much time with Evrae being in the slow, was actually just the best option. Okay, that was a complete mistake, but also, I think, worked out. Okay, so we're going to get Inhale here, but that's fine. I can't really do a second copycat, can I? So now I should issue the pullback order. So now, I mean, now we have to just single cast Osmos on Evrae. Yeah, there's Inhale. We've got a long time now though before, not that turn, but the turn that's not even showing up on the bar, before we get the first photon spray. So if I do... I mean, I think our options are very limited here. We just don't really have any MP anywhere else. So let's start dealing damage with osmosing onto the boss. I wonder how much it would help if I got Kimahri an armor that, well, it'd be nice to increase his MP slightly so we had enough MP for 3 copycats. Unfortunately, he needs the HP plus 10%. Oh, that 113 is not a good sign. Is that just, have I drained all of Evrae's MP already? Man, I guess I have. Okay, well, we're not going to have enough damage then. But yeah, it's definitely unfortunate that Kimahri doesn't have enough MP for the third copycat, because here he's just going to be short, and Evrae's got no MP left. Alright, well, I like some of the stuff about this strategy involving slow, but Yeah, I mean, I've got 3 more ultimate casts with Lulu, and I've got 3 lots of guided missiles, and that's just not enough damage. It's not that far off, but yeah, it's not enough. Alright, well, we can see how the timing works out anyway. Maybe imagine some sequencing that doesn't... Yeah, some sequencing that manages better on the MP. Yeah, so Kimari can't do anything, but I have to just do dummy weapon switches to not mess up Lulu's other 2 copycats. Okay, so that's missiles number 1. Yeah, Evrae just wastes its turn with the breath. Oh shoot, that's enough to get Evrae across the haste threshold. Okay, well... I mean, this attempt was kind of doomed anyway, but I should have been paying a bit more attention to that. So let's see, what's going to happen here? Well, if I cast this spell with Lulu, which is the last spell I have to cast, then Evrae's going to counter with Swooping Scythe. And that's... Oh, that actually wouldn't KO RN. Okay. And it is evadable by Lulu. Yes, I think part of the MP puzzle is just having a 3rd character slot active that I can do dummy osmoses off of. Oh. So we ended up with the same graphical glitch that we had first time I tried this. I think it's probably... I was thinking about this yesterday. It's probably a consequence of the mod I'm using to do stuff like the cutscene skipping. But what I don't understand there is why Evrae didn't counter that ultimate with Swooping Scythe to get back to close range. So I guess maybe it isn't purely a camera bug. So let's see, I've got P. Berman's AI guide here. Counter conditions. Yeah, counter conditions. Evrae has already used haste and Evrae has targeted. Swooping Scythe into return to close range. Well, I guess maybe there's an issue with ultimate not being a single target spell or something. Interesting. Alright, I want to try that again, but I want to sort out my... Yeah, I want to load... Not the autosave, yeah, 179. Let's just edit that real quick and add slow on RN. Because I want to be able to change up my my starting party. So one thing that definitely taught us is that, I mean, we didn't see a single Photon Spirit that attempt. Because we stayed at close range for a while, and then we pulled back so that Evrae wastes a whole bunch of time with the inhale and breath missing turns just being like straight up 2 skip turns, right? So that did mean, like, that got us out of the problem with the photon spray. So that was good. Slow, there we go. Okay, so now the puzzle is, what's the best starting order given Riku, Kimahri, Lulu are the characters I want to haste. Obviously Riku's the one who cast the haste, so she has to be one of them, or the hastiger. And Lulu and Kimahri, maybe with Evrae under slow. I don't strictly need both of them to be under haste, but with them the ones that are actually doing the damage, it kind of feels mandatory that they're under haste too. And then Aaron casts the slow. So what if I'm seeing a problem with this. Maybe the arrangement I have right now is actually the best I can do, because if I don't start with haste immediately, then Aaron's just kind of stuck in the party, and I definitely don't want Aaron to take a haste. Yeah, it makes things very awkward for the first two physical attacks, not have Aaron defending, because then he just gets KO'd. But I think it is what it is. If I did like this instead, Tidus first strike turn switches for Aaron casts slow, then Riku gets the next turn assuming the slow hits. Riku switches for Riku's in the front line here, not because I want haste on that first turn, but just because she's the fastest. So then Riku switches for Kimahri. Waka switches for... Yeah, Riku switches for Kimahri and he defends. Waka switches for Lulu and she just does whatever. And then Aaron would get a turn before the boss. Oh yeah, Aaron would get a turn before the boss and he could defend again. That's right. And I wouldn't get the haste down immediately, but that's... Yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably fine. Alright, we'll try this. Let's see, all the other equipment I think was lined up fine. Just check on Kimahri. I don't have... Yeah, I just don't have good options at all, and I do need that HP plus 10 to guarantee he survives the physical attack with defend up. Because the max damage roll is 707. Okay, this needs to hit. It is missed. Alright. That's no good. Yeah, the fact Evrae resists slow is just... I think slow is the way to go here, but it is annoying to just have that extra coin flip. At least it's at the beginning, I guess. Alright, slow landed. So yeah, we still get those extra turns. Just juggling turns around here a tiny bit. No, we want Aaron to take this first turn because we want him to get a turn again as soon as possible so he can just get out of the party and not take up a haste. Could cast something with Lulu here. But yeah, we have the old MP problems. Let's not do that. Alright, that's fine. So we do want Oren in the party defending for that next attack. However, we want to get Kimahri and Lulu under haste first. So okay, if I do a weapon switch like that. Alright, that's good. Can't do anything with this turn of Kimahri's. So we do want Oren to come back in and defend, and hopefully take the second physical attack, but it feels like we ought to be able to get some damage in here, because I can... Well, what am I doing exactly? If I double cast... I guess what I'm doing is double cast ultimate, then copycat... sorry, double cast ultimate and osmos onto Riku. Then... No, that doesn't work. I want to be doing that when I'm at distance and I don't have that silly defend turn of Oren's messing up all my sequencing. So maybe I do the same... Maybe I do the same play as I did... I think I do the same play as I kind of did by accident earlier, and I just straight up full recovery time cast this Ultima, then copycat it once with Kimahri. Alright, so we need Oren to come in and defend, and I basically need Oren to just get hit, or for Lulu to get targeted and dodge, like before. So this is a turn where we lost Waka in that last attempt, which obviously screwed us. Pretty likely to just lose again here, but if we don't, I think we have a shot. Well, if we don't, it should certainly be our best attempt so far. So yeah, let's just, because I can't copy a cat again with Kimahri, so that's going to have to be a defend. Feels like this should be something I can do with a other character here, but there just isn't really. I mean, I guess I can... Yeah, I mean, let's just get a turn as soon as possible after the boss. Alright, that's no good. Yeah. Not even going to bother fighting the rest of the battle with just 2 character slots. It doesn't work. Alright, I think I've got this opening mapped out at least. So, Oren slow. Switch for Kimahri. Defend. Switch for Lulu. And just do whatever. Yeah, I guess I do dummy switch with Riku, sure. Yeah, you defend. That is no good. So I have Lulu in the front line, even though she's critical to the plans, because she does have a chance of evading the attack. And like I said, I think losing any character from that, the first couple of attacks, is game over anyway, so it may as well be Lulu. I don't think it's as good even as like 1 in 10 to get this opening sequence right, given we've got another coin flip to win in the form of the slow cast. But we've gotten 3 in a row, for what that's worth. Aha! Well, that is the dodge chance I was talking about. Now, that's actually nice, because now we get to have this same lineup with Kimahri and Aaron in defend for the second attack too. And then, okay, so our odds of getting through this opening actually got a lot better from that dodge. That's really good. Let's do, yeah, just kind of shuffling turns around here. Need to get haste to go down. There we go. So here we have coming up that turn where I think I just full price cast Osmos and copycat it. Alright, hold on, let's think about this. We've got a good chance of getting pretty far in this fight. Let's count the number of Ultimas I actually need to get in here. So it's roughly 2400 per cast. So 10 of those would be 24k, and 13 of those would be 13 is probably not quite enough damage. So it's probably 14. But we get 3 ultimate equivalents from guided missiles. So that's 11 ultimate casts. Now, it's quite awkward to, yeah, this is why I wanted to stop and think about this, because it's actually quite awkward to count how many ultimate casts I actually get. So alright, so one from this initial, one from Lulu's MP, basically. So let's say, okay, so one from Lulu's MP, 2 from Lulu, assuming I do a double cast Ultima and then Osmos Riku with Lulu, then Lulu in the turns afterwards can copycat that twice, so that's 3 more Ultimas, so that's 4 without osmosing the boss at all. Then 5 from a copycat on Kimahri, but then he needs MP afterwards. So then Lulu does Ultima on the boss, Osmos the boss. That's 6. Then Kimahri copycats that, that's 7. Now Lulu and Kimahri are both at full MP, and I have 5 more copycats, and that makes 12. Okay. So I think, provided I get full use of the MP that Lulu steals from Riku, of all people here, I think we do have enough Ultimas. Probably should have started, you know, probably should have done that calculation yesterday before I started messing around with this, but hey, here we are. Okay, so what does that mean for right now? Oh, did I? I may have kind of double counted there because how am I getting... No, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Yeah, I can't Osmose Riku and then copycat. I can't get enough value out of Osmosing Riku right now because I need Aaron to come in and defend, and that messes up the copycat cycle. Alright, so let's do Ultimate Osmose the boss, and I'm not going to copycat this. Yeah, so Kimahri doesn't have too much to do here. Let's have RN... Yeah. That's actually perfect timing, because after the second boss turn, then we can go ham and really start getting damage in. Or we could issue... Well, yeah, we need to issue the pullback order at some point, obviously. But yeah, I think in any case that's good. Similarly for Kimahri. Okay, so we just need Evrae to hit Kimahri or RN, or attack Lulu again but miss. Ah, shoot. Okay. Yeah. Well, serves me right for saying, "Ooh, we have a great chance this time." Everyone knows what's up. Alright, miss on the slow. Let's reset. Okay, we hit the slow. Kimahri, defend. Dummy weapon switch for Riku. Aaron, defend. Switch for Lulu. And Lulu dodges. Alright, so exact same situation as before, funnily enough. Dummy weapon switch with Kimahri. Dummy weapon switch with Lulu. Haste to go with Riku. Alright, now this question again as to whether I can actually get in a bit of damage here. And I think the conclusion was it would only be... Yeah. It would be like this. No, it would not be a double cast, right. Okay, now you need to defend. Well, let's bring Aaron in first, actually. Defend, defend. So that's the exact same opening as in that previous attempt. It's like, slow connects, first physical attack targets Lulu but misses, second targets Lulu but hits. It's kind of funny. Alright, I need to go grab some more water. I'll be back in just a minute. I guess I can have the intro just playing while I'm away. Be right back. Alright, I am back. Thanks for waiting. So, open with the slow. And Kamari defend. Whacker's going to be learning ally a whole bunch of times here. That's fine. Sadly, he can't survive another one of those, but we do have Kamari still to defend and take the second attack. Ooh. Another nice thing about that is... Well, I was going to say I don't need Aaron in the party defending for every second turn, but I still need Kamari to defend, so that is still going to be enough to mess up my copycatting. So yeah, never mind. We don't get to really deal damage faster or anything. Alright, so there's dummy weapon switch. At least with Evrae under slow, time itself is not actually the factor, it's the MP management and just obviously not having people die. Okay, so we just full price Ultima. Full price in recovery time, I should say, I guess. Then, yeah, we need you to defend. Doesn't really matter what this third character slot does. If this third character slot gets targeted, we're just hosed. So, I mean... yeah. Alright, yeah. Really struggling to get past the opening sequencing with this new plan involving the slow. We will eventually make it though. Not today. Or not this attempt. Alright, another miss. Alright, so far so good. You defend. Okay. Dummy weapon switch here. And on Lulu. Get haste to go down. And we're in the same situation as last time, yeah. So that means just a single cast Ultima, copycatted once. Then you need to defend, and we could just do whatever. Nope. Alright, I'm not going to just narrate everything when we're just trying to get past this opening couple of turns. Yeah, Evrae definitely on the Lulu killing spree today. Alright, hit on Kamari, that's fine. Yeah, if I had access to Power Break as well as Slow, I think that would make this beginning a lot more consistent, but sadly I've allocated all of my abilities here. Or at least, like, my aim at the beginning of the challenge was to get as far as Seymour Flux, and if I basically don't have space to have both Slow and something else useful for Evrae, such as Power Break, and actually get as far as Flux. Right, it is absolutely roasting in my apartment right now. I'm gonna go turn my AC on. The mic probably is gonna pick it up a bit, but hopefully it's not too loud. I'll just be back in a second. Yeah, I think we're gonna get like a front come through and a big thunderstorm later or something, but right now it is unpleasantly warm. If the background noise is really too bad and you can't hear me properly, let me know in the chat and I can turn it off, but I think it's probably not that bad. Alright, Lulu dodged. That's like 7 out of 10 or something like that Evrae has targeted her though. On the other hand, I'm not sure I can really complain because we have gotten most of the slows to land, so... Anyway, here we are. So yeah, dummy switch, Hastiger. One more dummy switch review. Single cast ultimate. One copycat. And now RN defend. Kimari defend. Oh, I can't believe that. The third time we've had this exact scenario where Lulu dodges the first attack. So either Evrae just has to hit RN or Kimari, either of whom are 100% to survive the HP damage, or has to target Lulu and miss again. And 3 out of 3 times where we had that happen, it's like, nope, gotta go for Lulu, can't miss her a second time. Sigh. Alright. Slow miss. Here we go again. Okay, did not kill Lulu. Good. Might leave Oren. I wonder if 620 is enough to survive a low roll on the HP damage. I'm gonna check that. Just give me a second. No, 626 is the lowest. Okay, never mind. So that does not help us against the next physical attack. Alright, single cast Ultima. Copycat once. You have to defend now, right? Yeah. Oops, no. Well, no, as in we got unlucky. It was still, yeah, there wasn't anything I could do with that third slot. Maybe if I had Wacko with HP plus 15%, he could also... Yeah, I think that probably would work. He could also tank hit with defend. That would actually help the opening quite a bit, but sadly it's not a great way to get HP plus 15%. You can get it as a rare drop from Iron Giants, but I already spent a bunch of time farming the regen armors from them, so... I guess if I'd known how bad this battle was going to be, or thought about how bad this battle was going to be, I should have maybe spent more time in the Thunder Plains. Because it would also be useful to get SOS regen for Kimari, at least somewhat. It would be useful to get magic plus 10% for Lulu, which Iron Giants can also drop. and HP plus on the regen armors I already did get. Like HP plus on Aaron's regen armor would have been slightly helpful. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to reload all the way. It certainly wouldn't be guaranteed by any means. I really should also have reorganized my equipment list so I didn't have to do the up and down scrolling. Just have the equipments I'm going to use in the fight be at the top of the list. Yeah, 614, that's no good. And yet again, we do not get past the second turn. Hey Blitz, not being great. I taught Aaron slow. I just was not having any success with the strat I was trying yesterday, or different things I was trying yesterday. So we've more or less used all of our, well, we have used all of our ability slots, assuming that the last one goes on Provoke for Defender X. But even with slow, I'm having a hard time. I need to be really careful with MP. So with slow at least, assuming slow lands, it's not a... Like, we don't run out of time. What we can run out of is MP from not using it properly or getting killed by the attacks at the beginning. And I've just had a miserable run where I've just been consistently getting a character killed by the second attack at the beginning, which isn't unlikely, but yeah, it's been a little rough. Congratulations on your no Severe Good, no Summon, Customize Overdrive BFA win. Plus track of what I was doing now. Oh yeah, Kamari Defend. Yeah, I really underestimated this, I have to say. Like, I don't know that there's even much of a rearrangement of abilities I could do to make it much better. I mean, I guess I could, if I just ignored Provoke and accepted that I wasn't getting past Defender X. Yeah, first try, right? Yeah. I could have, if I had like Power Break instead of saving our Wacker's ability slot for Provoke, then this would be a lot easier, but even then, I think the haste phase is going to be a problem, and we're not even getting there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't mind continuing to try it for the time being. Alright, we get to keep going at least. Funnily enough, I came to the conclusion that I'm actually best just single casting an Ultima here because of the way that the MP works out. Right. I mean, I guess there's life on Riku, which isn't really doing much for us. Like, a couple of characters with focus would definitely help some aspects of this fight, but yeah, it's definitely proven to be quite the wall. Okay, yeah, so here I can do single cast Ultima, and my party for the second physical attack is just going to be Lulu with the dodge chance, Aran defending, and then whoever for the third slot. So Lulu has actually evaded 3 attacks from Evrae today, but for some reason Evrae has been targeting Lulu just brutally. It's like, yeah, most of my game overs, or half of my game overs, have been to Lulu getting hit. Alright, well that was a nice big damage roll anyway. So let's have Aran defend. Yeah, this third character slot just doesn't really matter. I think I was saying just before you arrived, HP plus 15% on Wacker from an Iron Giant would actually help, because it would give me a third character, I think, who could survive, or have a good chance of surviving the physical attack while defending. But yeah, I mean, I think I've gotten that drop once, the HP plus 10 and HP plus 5 from an Iron Giant, and I didn't really feel like spending more time farming for it. Alright, that's, yeah. Well, at least for the time being, probably honestly for the whole of the stream today, I'm willing to just keep grinding away at this, and if it really isn't getting anywhere... No, that's right, exactly. And who knows how long that might have taken, right? We could have... Yeah, we could have gotten... I don't know. Yeah, we could have spent an absurd amount of time, and not gotten it. Yeah, I don't know. That was actually the lowest damage roll. Doesn't help us. I have a question. When you played ability nodes only, where you didn't use items or overdrives, but allowing customization, what was your setup for Evrae? I feel like you told me at one point that you beat it without spare change. I know that some people playing that challenge just use spare change, but I'm just curious what your armor customizations were. I mean, in that case, you do have... I mean... Yeah, it's just a pretty different battle, but still. I guess in that case you do customization to try and survive the... Yeah, you did. Okay, nice. I guess you do customization like auto shell or whatever to try and survive photon spray. Oh, tanking poison breath, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess you're not... Right, okay, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. I was thinking about some other stuff that might be fun to stream with FFX. Wow, the Chad move of triggering haste just to see. That's funny. The science, right. Yeah. Well, some of these ideas weren't really that new, but one newish idea, which I mentioned in an earlier stream, was some kind of no-sphere grid randomizer where both character starting abilities and stats were randomized. Obviously, you have to, you know, you have to put in some sort of like range of what the stats can be randomized to or whatever, but basically the idea would be to have a game at base stats where base stats would be like similar to but not kind of exactly the same as the default, and not use items or overdrives. Probably allow customization because random abilities are just not gonna... Well, yeah, I mean, we've seen from this challenge, you need some help even with picking the abilities. So allow customization and basically play a no-sphere grid game without use or overdrives. Maybe without regular items, depending on what you rolled. And I was planning... I mean, I wasn't planning to, like, re-roll starting abilities until I got something that was really good, but I was thinking, look at a few different random seeds and deliberately pick something where I could actually get pretty far. So that was one possibility. Another thing I was thinking of doing, which I think is a really, like, kind of a simple challenge to stream, is a power spheres only challenge. So I did start this at one point, and my save is somewhere, but it was a few years ago. And it's basically... It's pretty similar to Own Sphere Grid, Know Everything, except instead of initial equipment, you are allowed equipment abilities, but instead of being red spheres only, it's power spheres only. So you're still at base agility, you don't learn new abilities, you don't increase magic stats, blah blah blah. So it's kind of like a just brute force challenge, where in the complete opposite way to this, your power is coming from your physical attackers, and you know, you can't revive dead characters, but you get the HP nodes on the grid, and eventually you could, like, if you got as far as the monster arena, you could set up Element Eater, Element Strike, and have, you know, Orin Waka as physical attackers who can also heal themselves. So I'm not sure exactly how that would go, but I think it would be pretty fun. And like I said, I did try it before. I just kind of got bored of it, but it wasn't because it was anything wrong with it. At least in that challenge, at some level, if you got stuck, you could just level a bit more. Yeah, I did post about that, yeah. And then something else I was thinking about, which I can't actually do, which would need modding, and it's kind of a stupid idea, but this is based off like mods for other games, not only Final Fantasy but other games, where it's basically like a double enemy mod. So every enemy, including the bosses are doubled. So you'd have to fight like 2 Evraes at once, you'd have to fight 2 BFAs at once, and you know, all the random encounter enemies are also doubled. Now there might be some reasons why that isn't just straight up isn't possible, because like the scripting just breaks if you have duplicates of the bosses, but I was going to ask Carafian about that, although I haven't seen him around today. But yeah, I think that could actually be quite fun. I don't know, I'm not sure if you could, well, I'm sure if you allowed trio and quartet, you could probably beat that in no sphere grid. Maybe Gui. Gui and Extractor, I guess, could be problematic. Yeah, I hadn't thought about any of the restrictions, or I just thought of it as a challenge, like in its own right, just a double enemy challenge. And then there's challenges I was running and sort of got stuck on that I could go back to, although I probably wouldn't do that on stream. I'd probably just start something new and just keep it to the stream. We've not had any luck getting this going. It's funny, I added slow and I modified the strat at the beginning of the battle to include getting slow cast, and since then it's just gone worse. But if we have slow land and we get through the first 2 physical attacks, then I had one attempt where, like the very first attempt, I had that work, and I messed up the MP, but we had so long, because we could waste 2 of Evrae's turns by pulling back after the inhale. We just get so many ticks. So it works really well right until the very end of the fight, and now I can't get past the initial 2 attacks again. This try is gonna work? Okay. Well, so far so good. Alright. Yeah. I actually need Rika alive because I need her MP for 2 extra copycats on Lulu, so yeah, there's no point even carrying on. What really annoys me, or not annoys, but what's really... the way that the game is trolled today is that of the attempts that failed early on, like 3 failed because of Lulu being targeted twice in a row. She dodges the first attack, so then I'm in great shape for the second attack because I just needed to target Kimari or Aaron because they're still at full HP and defending, or target Lulu again and miss. And all 3 of those 3 attempts, it targeted Lulu again and hit. Yeah, I think at this point I really just want to get an attempt later in the battle so I can see if this is even going to work. Like 22, 23%. Not great. Yeah, it's 20% plus the luck difference. Because it's 120 accuracy and 15 luck on every side. No, it's not good. It's funny, but Dark Attack and Power Break are like low-key very useful for this fight. At least, you know, when you don't have access to the likes of smoke bombs or whatever. Alright, I thought of something I should do. And let me change my weapon equipment settings around. Oh, this probably doesn't have slow added, does it? Hold on, let me just check something. Oh, he does have slow still. Okay, nice. So let's put Lulu in the front line here, on the basis that if the first slow misses, we can maybe get a second chance if she is targeted. I mean, it's barely going to make a difference, but it's sort of free to do it. And yeah, let's sort this out. Don't want Brotherhood. Don't care about Yuna. Halberd at the top. Guess we'll have Hunter Spirit here as well. Hold on, I'll read what you wrote in just a second. Let me get this switched up and get into the next attempt. Okay. So I'm on for FF7, makes you start at 999 HP, MP, then removes every single source of healing from the game. Yeah, you could do that with FFX Ed. But are there still some forced heal points in the game, even if you decline the various times where it's like, do you want to save? There are still some sort of forced in rests, right? But maybe only a couple? I'm not sure. But yeah, no, that does sound like maybe an interesting idea. Think at Mihan. Yeah, I was thinking maybe in Kilika as well, but not sure. Okay, what am I doing right now? I guess... yeah, I just juggle the turns around slightly differently, it's no big deal. So this haste good timing should still be the same, I think. And we should still be able to get this in. Yeah, Kamari can copycat then defend, that's fine. I've kind of meant to go through the game and keep track of those points where it is a forced save, but I've just never done it. And it kind of makes a difference, like, yeah. Well, it probably doesn't make too much of a difference very early on. I don't know, I haven't really thought about it much. Okay, we're in the same situation as before where we really, it doesn't matter what the third character is, we need it just hit. Ah, hit Kimahri! Alright, we're in business. Maybe. So, those are the first two physical attacks. Now all we have to do is pull back after inhale, and that does not mess up the copycat sequencing. And now we just need to use our MP as carefully as possible. And I think what that means is... Oh crap, I completely forgot about Demi from Sinspun Amis on Titus and Aaron. Oh, that's hilarious. Sinspun Amis being like a such an obstacle. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, but yeah, that would be most of their HP, as you say. Okay, I need to think for a little bit here. So what am I doing? I can't copycat again with Kimahri. I need to use up Riku's MP. So I need to do an Osmose on Evrae. Oh yeah, Geos Gyno hits with gravity attacks as well. Jeez. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think Kimahri's just going to be switching weapons here. Got to get into the habit of making sure I do the dummy weapon switches rather than just defending, because that's messed me up in my copycatting before. So now what I want to do is double cast Ultimate Osmose Riku. Then I get one copycat. Well, I guess I don't really get another copycat with Kimahri just yet, but I get two copycats with Lulu. So this is Ultimate number 3 in total. Yeah, you're not doing anything yet. We haven't had the inhale turn. You're not doing anything. Then I just want Lulu to copycat herself twice, basically. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about those early gravity hits that are just normally completely like cosmetic. Alright, there's inhale. May as well issue the pullback command right now. We do want to get guided missiles in as fast as possible. So we'll get 2 in. Yeah, we're going to have to see probably a couple of photon sprays. It might actually be good if we have Evrae. Yeah, well, we can figure out the timing of the haste threshold in a little bit. We're not quite there. Alright, so that is 5 Ultimas. I thought I had a way to get up to... I think I might have miscounted when I was going through earlier how many I actually had, but anyway. Because the problem now is that yeah, this hasn't quite worked out quite as well as I wanted, because I have to do a single cast Osmos on Evrae, and that is the second. That's the second single cast Osmos I'll have done, and then there's only one lot left, and Lulu can take that, but Kimahri can't. So I think I only get 4 more Ultimas, which is not going to be enough. No. Funnily enough, Arin's MP going down by 12 kind of costs me an Ultima in a funny way. So, alright, I am going to carry on with the battle, but I think even though everything went fine, or I thought everything was going fine at the beginning, I've not gotten things to line up MP-wise. Oh, maybe there's a funny trick I can do to get Kimahri another. Yeah, maybe there's a funny thing I can do with Osmos on my own party. Switch that character out, copycat Osmos. Yeah, okay. I think there may be some chance I can still get another Ultima here. It's going to need a little bit of kind of shenanigans. We have got a bit of time though, because this is going to be the Mist Poison Breath turn, and then we get. Yeah, we need Sid to fire with 2 salvos anyway. So again, I think like raw timing is not the issue here. So that looks pretty weird, but let's do this. Basically want Kimahri to target his Osmos at that 3rd. Oh, what am I doing? That costs me 28 MP to do the copycat. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. Okay, I mean I didn't lose anything from doing it, but it was just kind of a waste of time. So there's no way to get MP. Yeah. Maybe I can still make it work, but it would have to be as part of the copycatting the double. Yeah, copycatting. Alright, well we're not doing anything right now. We do have to just Osmos the boss to get, which is the second Osmos on the boss, to get Lulu with enough MP to cast another Ultima. That's a no-brainer. And that was the second full Osmos, but the third one, yeah, so it only has enough MP for a little bit more, and there's no way to give that to Kimahri, right? Either, yeah, the only person who could steal it is Lulu. But I think I do have a way. Let's see, I want someone to get a turn after Lulu here. I guess Arin was the right choice. Yeah. No, I don't actually want. This has to be a character who's already got their MP. Yeah, this needs to be... No, it doesn't matter, does it? No. Sorry, I'm kind of talking incoherently here. So what I want to do is have Lulu... basically, I'm trying to get Kimahri one more copycat. No, and it just doesn't work at all, does it? Because Lulu, if Lulu doesn't osmose the boss on her ultimate double cast, on her next ultimate double cast, then she doesn't get to use up her mana in her 3 copycats. So somehow the somehow the single cast ultimate, single copycat from Kimahri, and osmose the boss afterwards, it was not, somehow that was not efficient enough, maybe? Alright, well, that being the case, we better get some physical damage in, because... yeah, we're not going to have enough damage. Oh, that helps. Good job, Waka. Yeah, so we can probably arrange to survive at least a couple of rounds of photon spray here. The problem is, once again, that I only have... I believe I have 5 Ultimas. 1 from Kimahri's copycat, 1 from Lulu's MP, and then 3 from Lulu copycatting the... copycatting her own Ultima. But we haven't gotten any guided missiles in yet, so I think this is not the time yet to go... Oh, I think I maybe can see a plan of what I could do. I could move in, smack Evrae a bit with some physical attackers, then move back. Yeah, I don't think this is the time to do more magic casting, because once I start casting more magic, we're committed to doing that without doing anything else in between. And that's... yeah, we already know that's not going to give us enough damage. And after the 3... yeah, we're also going to be pretty close to the HP threshold after the 3... what do you call it? Guided missile shots. So let's just hang back here. Yeah, because that's the first one. Yeah, so we can't really do anything here. I can use Waka. I think I use Waka, Tidus, Arin against the Photon Spray. Yeah. And Waka just keeps attacking. Too bad he's not into haste. Okay, so you can switch for Arin. Yeah, let's switch for Tidus. Guided missiles number 2. Please don't wreck me, Photon Spray. Okay, that looks like... yeah, that's an even enough split, we're fine. Waka can still survive 3 hits, that's good. Tidus we have to swap out, but that's alright. Now, we can keep attacking with Waka. We've got our last guided missiles in here. We're gonna have to take another Photon Spray. Yeah, I mean, the alternative to taking another Photon Spray is to move into close range and have someone Stone Gaze, but that doesn't seem good. I think we're going to have to take 2 more... yeah, 2 more photon sprays. Alright, well Whacker can switch to magic defense plus 5%. That might let him survive 4 hits. I still have Orin and I have Lulu. Yeah, because Lulu can survive 4 hits. Orin can survive 5 hits. So that's going to have to just do. And keep attacking with Whacker. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to switch to magic defense plus 5 on Whacker before that attack. I said it and then I didn't do it. Nuts. Alright, well we could definitely get punished for that. Because with magic defense plus 5%, there's a chance he survives 4 hits, whereas I think that's not going to happen without that. Yeah, Lulu's our best bet here, yeah. Yeah, alright, punished. I'm not going to just give up, but that definitely messes us up pretty badly. I'm not sure if he got hit by more than 4 shots anyway, but I should have switched to magic defense. Okay, so out of guided missiles, 1 more Ultima cast is going to... Okay, it was like 5 or 6. Okay, I had trouble seeing, but yeah, that would make sense. It looked like Lulu just took 1 hit. So yeah, that... Okay, in that case, fair enough. Wait, we do have enough damage. We do have enough damage. We've got 1 Ultima with Lulu's MP, and she osmoses the last of Evrae's. Then she gets 3 copycats, and Kimahri still has a copycat. And that's 5. And 5 times 2400. Well, it could be a bit close, but yeah, I think we do have enough damage. So now the question is, really sucks that we lost the 3rd character slot, because now is huge pressure fighting from distance. Now the question is, how do we time things here for the... for bringing Evrae into the haste phase? I think the problem we have is, because we've lost that last character slot, what's going to happen is the next 2 turns from Evrae up close are going to be Stone Gaze then attack, and the problem is that that takes out 2 characters. Well, it's not as if it would work out perfectly if we had all 3 character slots alive. That still seems pretty luck dependent. I mean, there does seem to be a bit of a glitch where, and I saw it yesterday and I saw it earlier today, where if we bring Evrae below the haste threshold with Ultima, then he does counterattack with haste, but he doesn't... He seems to skip using Swooping Scythe as a counter, specifically against Ultima, but does seem to close to close range. I mean, maybe what I can do is the following. I start dealing damage with Lulu now, so we get him below the haste below the threshold. Then he comes to close range and is under haste. And then I hope that Kimahri is the one who gets the Stone Gaze hit, and that Lulu gets off. Oh, she's not. I don't think that's going to be enough time, though, is it? So is there any better sequencing I could do here? We don't have any characters who can survive the physical attack, even with defending. The only chance of someone not dying is Lulu dodging, which is again the 22%. We could have a character with Stone Ward equipped. Like I could switch Kimari to Stone Ward. Yes, it'd still get effectively, you know, uber delayed by the petrification, but he would be... Well, I guess he's going to be a target for the... Yeah, he's a target for the claw attack either way. Is there any way... Could I... Yeah, this glitch with Evrae ending up at close distance but not using Swooping Scythe is really weird to me. Because I can survive Swooping Scythe damage with any of my... Or like, not any, but Riku, Lulu, Orin... not Lulu. Riku, Orin would both survive that with defending. But it doesn't seem like it gets used in response to Ultima. Alright, well, we're obviously pretty soon after Evrae's previous turn here. Only a few ticks after. Because it's 48 ticks until... Okay, well it's like 48 ticks until that last turn of Lulu's before the boss. And then it's another like 4 or 5 ticks until the boss. So that's 50 something. So would only get... So Lulu would get that second turn showing on the bar before Evrae's turn. I think my only hope is... I might actually be able to take... I think my only hope is to basically start attacking now. Yeah, no, Blitz, I totally agree. Yeah, I think pulling out... I don't think there's any way... I think it's just an all-out attack at this point. Like, I think if we get... I think we'd actually win... Like, if Lulu slash Kimari stayed alive, I'm pretty sure we would win before we'd have to pull back for the Poison Breath. So I guess I'm saying I don't think we actually have to pull back. I'm just looking at the timing of Lulu and Orin's turns here and thinking... I don't know that we get... I don't think we achieve much by waiting. I don't want to see another Photon Spray. It's very likely I have another character just KO'd by that, right? So... And if I move in now, what does that achieve? Like, if we take Stone Gaze before putting Evrae into haste, I mean... That doesn't make sense to me because it feels like it's so hard. Yeah, it's so much harder for... Well, I'm not sure. I might be able to get Lulu out for the Stone Gaze, but yeah, I agree. It's not good odds. We'll have a much better idea of the tick timing after Evrae's in haste. I said that as if it's a positive, but yeah, it's not. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it, I think. Yeah, so double cast Ultima Osmos. And this is not led to Swooping Scythe. This has led to this funny glitch where the game gets mixed up about how far away Evrae is, and I think it's related to Ultima. Yeah, so that's the last of Evrae's MP. Right. So Evrae is actually at close range here. Yeah, so Evrae is actually at close range here, but just didn't do Swooping Scythe. For whatever reason. So now I can copycat... Yeah, last damage from Kimari. So the next turn is going to be Stone Gaze, despite Evrae looking like it's far away. So let's bring in Riku. Just do a dummy weapon switch. Don't think it matters whether she has Stone Ward or not here, right? No. I don't think it matters at all. Yeah, so these are both basically expendable characters. I'm getting the next turn after Stone Gaze as soon as I possibly can. Yeah. Okay, hit Riku. So now we have a physical attack coming up, but we may as well have Lulu in the party. I'm seeing a problem here. Yes. Good old Evrae under haste being 4 times faster than Evrae under slow. So even if we win, yes, even if we win that 50-50, we're going to be short. Okay, so if yeah, now I think we're probably just screwed. Defending, yeah, I need a character. So if Evrae gets a 10 from distance, it's going to do Swooping Scythe, and the character, we can't survive that without defending, and I can't deal more damage if I defend. Because I have to do the remaining damage in 3 copycats, even though it looks like I've got enough MP for another Ultima. I do, but I need 3. Yeah, so that didn't work out. There's not too much in it. It's sort of 7 or 8 ticks. Or, well, I guess the other sense in which it didn't work out is the timing of Sid's turn relative to Evrae's, right? But it's just difficult. It's really difficult to gauge where Sid's turn would be for for Sid to have the turn after the inhale but before the poison breath, but once Evrae's into haste, it's like super difficult to figure that out. But yeah, we are just dead here, sadly. Unless Evrae is completely glitched and isn't using Swooping Scythe at all. Okay, well, let's do this copycat. We need Lulu to not get hit by the physical attack. That was the case no matter what. If Sid cooperated, yeah. If Sid could just delay his turn a tiny bit here. I think my only hope is that the Evrae AI is completely balked. And... yeah, that's right. We just needed... I think we just needed Sid to be... I think we just needed this turn of Sid's to be like 4 ticks later. Because we just won the coin flips, basically, or the coin flip. But I'm going to try something that shouldn't work. But I just want to see if it's possible that Evrae... if it's possible that Evrae's AI is screwed up to the point where it just isn't using Swooping Scythe even on its own turn. I mean, this is the only thing I can do. If I go to cast a spell with Lulu, I know 100% of the time I just die to Poison Breath. So that, I mean, that's just not... that doesn't work. So we'll do this. We know that this doesn't mess up the copycat sequencing. So, okay, I think it's going to use Swooping Scythe. Oh, Riku can evade Swooping Scythe though, right? I think Riku has like a tiny chance of evading Swooping Scythe. Ah, well. Alright, so much for that. Yeah, she does. It's 100% accuracy minus... so it's minus Riku's evasion minus the luck, so it's like a 7% chance. Yeah. I mean... I don't know. I think by that point... I think if she had evaded that, I would have actually been able to win. But sure, I mean, we're talking about a couple of percent. Yeah. Oh, man. I think I might also have been able to... no. No, maybe I could have... I think I could have had a chance, even with the same turn timing, if my third character slot had not died, and I had... so I could have Lulu in the party for that Swooping Scythe instead of Riku, or as well as Riku if I had the extra character slots, and then Lulu would have like you know, whatever chance, 42% chance or something. No, yeah, 42% dodge chance or something. Okay, well the MP did work out, but the damage is pretty tight. I kind of feel like trying to get in a physical attack right at the beginning of Auron or something. And definitely getting some extra damage in with Whacker from distance when it wouldn't mess up the copycat. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to take a break, use the restroom. I'll be back. I think I'll try it again. That was intense. There was a very small chance of victory even right at the very end. So yeah, back in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. At least now I think I kind of understand the glitch that we've seen a few times. I'm still not 100% sure about what causes it. It's either Ultima or double cast, or maybe there's some chance it's like some very weird interaction with the cutscene skipper mod, but probably it is just with Ultima or with the double cast. And the glitch seems to be that whenever he's at distance, certainly the turn that it gets brought below the haste threshold, it counters with haste, and it just basically jumps to close distance without actually using Swooping Scythe, which I've never seen before, but is some weird thing with double cast. So that at least it kind of works in our favor. Certainly we don't want to be seeing Swooping Scythe when we don't have to. Okay. What are we doing here? Getting haste down. Yeah, I don't think there is a way to manage MP any better than what I did the last time. I could get, yeah, I mean I have I could shuffle things around a little bit so that Kimahri did more copycatting, but the trouble is that for that to... Yeah, the second copycat has to give him MP, that's essentially the problem. And the second copycat then has to basically osmose off of Evrae, at which point that's going to be Evrae's MP gone. So I don't know, I'm just going to do the same sequencing of magic casting as I did previously. But I will see if I can fit in a little more physical damage while after the second attack, before we're actually... because I just did a whole bunch of dummy weapon switches the first time around. Alright, so that's 2 Ultimas. Okay, so Kimahri now needs to just defend. But let's have Aaron come in and do that. No. Aaron can actually just start attacking now. Yeah, I mean, this third character slot is just dying if they get targeted. And the Stone Gaze counter is only at 2. So... yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking the same thing. Alright, well that didn't work out, but that's okay. Yeah, we can fit at least a couple more physical attacks in with Aaron, I think, without affecting the, like, without having to take any more risks. So did you actually, I guess you actually finished the game and killed Yevon and everything, and just got your I hate BFA file completely finished? Yeah, I think after that you deserve the satisfaction of watching the ending. Are you still working on the Unsphere Grid penance challenge where you were farming dark matter? Yeah, I've seen more videos of people reacting to the ending of this game than I've seen the ending myself for many years, which is a little sad, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that should be a switch for Lulu. It's not going to matter though. Yeah, no, it's not going to matter. Which did you decide was faster? Oh, I was just going to ask real quick for the Dark Matter, did you decide that Dark Yojimbo was faster than Sleep Sprouts? I was wondering about that, but I don't really have a sense of how quick Dark Yojimbo is. Yeah, so for the randomizer, I was planning, I wrote just I coded up like a script for generating random numbers for each of the stats, and then, well, there's a few ways to do it. I guess I didn't want to just rearrange the stats among the characters. So I wanted the possibility of having, like, you know, a different HP total from any of the starting 7, right? But I didn't necessarily want to allow huge ranges up or down over the default. So my idea was to do it in the following way. For each character, pick at random the stat, like go through for each character and for each stat. Dark Yojimbo might be faster. Oh, then you accidentally died. Ah, okay, yes. At least you shouldn't accidentally die to Sleep Sprout, but ouch. Yeah, so I was thinking, like, for each character, for each stat, pick one of the 7 stats. So for say HP. So you pick one of the 7 HP values in the default game, then you add a random amount to it, or rescale it by an amount between, say, plus or minus 20% from that total. So you could, like, roll Oren for HP and then, like, plus 10% on Oren's HP and be at, like, 1100 or something. And then you do the same thing for all the other stats one at a time. So each is individually randomized for each character. So you'd end up with a funny mix. I think the one thing I would do is with MP, I would make it so that the starting abilities were castable, like, at least once with the character's MP value, but I don't know if that means... I guess I could do that in 2 ways. I could either roll the MP first, and if you happen to roll, like, a low MP value, like you got Tidus or Wacker's MP, and, you know, added some random amount onto that, but it was still low or whatever, then the game would just not have that character start with like full break or something that they couldn't actually use, or you couldn't use without a lot of extra work. But the other possibility would be to generate the abilities first, and then keep re-rolling MP until the character had at least enough to cast their abilities. Because that would give you a better chance of having like the higher end stuff or the more expensive stuff. So I don't know, these are my ideas at the moment. It's not too hard to like come up with, yeah, there's all sorts of different ways you could do it. I'm just not quite sure what would be the best. Okay, so this time I do need Iron to defend. Can he actually fit in an attack though? Well, let's do this instead. Yeah, I like the idea of getting abilities first. It's just too bad if you roll like a crappy MP total on Lulu and then she's restricted to 4 pretty... I mean, there's obviously good abilities and stuff that don't cost MP, but yeah, she could easily be restricted to kind of 4 crappy spells or something. So yeah, I like that idea too. So then there's also a question of like how much variation outside the initial values to allow. So I think for stuff like strength and magic, I mean, it completely depends what sort of game you want, right, from the randomizer, but my idea was not to have strength and magic be able to like go much outside of the starting. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think it's worth avoiding that. But like, I don't know if I'd want characters to have more than 20 strength or 20 magic. Definitely not more than 20 magic, just given how the magic formula scales. But maybe there's an argument for having more than 20 strength. The idea being that it is a no very good game, so you don't actually do any progression of stats. I mean, I'm also fine for like the overall power level of the party to be a bit higher than a no very good party, because the idea would be you wouldn't be like just cheating the game with the usual overpowered stuff like use or overdrives. I mean, like in this challenge, there's obviously restrictions on stuff like, okay, you have to have some way to get past anima, which means, you know, you need the right spells to do that. Alright, this isn't going. I was kind of distracting myself by talking, but I don't think I actually sequenced that incorrectly. I mean, there's different ways to do it. There's no particular need for characters to be stuck with the same number of abilities as in the vanilla game. That was just sort of a starting point I had. And it depends sort of, okay, what sort of other restrictions do you have in mind? In terms of like, do you want, you know, sort of how high do you want the power level of the party to be kind of thing. I definitely like the idea of completely randomized abilities. Partly because it was such a headache in this challenge. Like, it was fun to think about all the different combinations, but it was also just so difficult to figure out what to do when. Whereas if everything's just randomized, but you get them from the beginning, it's all like, you know, everything's on the table. So I like that idea. And of course, the characters are still distinct because only certain characters are in for certain fights, certain characters get certain equipment drops, you know, all the usual stuff like that. But then the actual implementation, I think I never answered this question even though you asked me ages ago. I think the actual implementation would just be manual editing with FFX eds for the time being. Okay, so let's get Hastica down. I mean, for a particular random seed, you could make a modified save file. This is on the PC remaster, and you could send it to other people if they were interested in trying the same thing. Yeah, there's definitely some like checks you'd have to do though, because I can imagine like if Tidus had too low of a strength stat or too low HP, you have problems with stuff like click potentially. There's just a little. Some of the fights at the beginning, or not only the beginning, but some of the fights with just limited party members, you would have to just do a quick check on before you like dived into it. I think that's not such a huge deal either. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I think it would be a fun no sphere grid like but different kind of playing experience, because you'd have slightly different damage numbers. It'd be like this challenge in the sense that you didn't have the usual abilities, so you wouldn't have Cure or Asuna necessarily, and your magic, you presumably have some magic on somebody offensively, but it would be, you know, be different. But I haven't really done I haven't done much beyond just sort of thinking about it. So let me ask you then, what's your opinion on the stat ranges? Like, given you're not adding stats, given the idea is to not add stats on top of the starting stats, what do you think about like minimum and maximum ranges for things like magic and strength? And agility, I guess, is another big one. The defense stats, I don't think the exact range is that important. Yeah. A little bit more agility than this figured Riku normally has. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I definitely don't think you'd want characters being any slower, because tick speed starts to scale horribly with agility if you go down to like agility 4, so yeah, that doesn't sound fun. That just sounds torturous. Yeah, it is all, I mean, these questions are all kind of coupled to what restrictions you have in mind, yeah. I was thinking if I was actually going to try playing this, I'd kind of aim for, I think I mentioned this, I'd aim for allowing customization, but not items or overdrives or summoning. Oh, somehow Lulu got this turn. Okay, well that's good. Yeah. I think Anima, there's a couple of potential walls, like Anima, Extractor, Gui, and funny random battles like Click where you just have Tidus, or even Kimari when you just have Tidus. But I think there's lots of configurations where those would be possible, And then I think allowing customization makes stuff like this silly battle against Evrae, even with much worse abilities, a lot more doable, which is kind of part of the idea. Alright, what have I done here? I've cast 2 Ultimas, so we're just doing this and hoping Aaron gets hit. Or attack and miss Lulu, that works. Alright. Second attempt past the second attack of Evrae's, finally. So this time in my last attempt, I just had Lulu and Kimahri do a bunch of weapon switching. Part of the issue is I just can't quite set up copycats just yet because well, I kind of can with Riku, but anyway, what I was going to say is let's just use the opportunity, especially with Kimahri in haste, to just like smack Evrae 4 times with Kimahri. Obviously it adds to the stone gaze counter, but that doesn't matter. Should switch Kimahri to strength plus 10. You need to do a one-off Osmos on Evrae. And Aaron already has, yeah, the mighty strength plus 5%. I guess I can just go in for an attack with Tidus here too. I get one more hit with Aaron before we have to pull back there. Yeah, that sounds fine. Let's see, I get 3 attacks with Kimahri. I still get 3 even if I change to Under Spear. Yep. So we do need to use this down to pull back, that's fine. You attack there. Nice. You attack there. Alright, okay. Well, that's definitely enough to make up for just unlucky damage rolls with the ultimate or the guided rockets. Now, what I want to do... I think now what I want to do is set up the Osmos onto Riku. Yeah. So Riku, stick around. So this is double cast Ultima and Osmos onto Riku. Then I keep Riku around in the party and I just copycat that. Yeah, that looks fine. So just need to remember not to mess up my copycat planning. Just go back to 2 times speed for the animations. Can't attack with Whacker because that would mess up copycat. Yeah, that's the wasted breath. I guess what I could do... Actually, I will have Tidus come in and just do a dummy weapon switch here because... I don't care who Lulu is targeting with the Osmos out of the party members. And if it targets Aaron or... Yeah, there's some possibility I kind of squeeze out an extra... copycat here, maybe. I guess... Yeah, maybe not. Whatever. Okay, we actually have to watch the damage on Evrae carefully as well now. Alright, that hit... Yeah, so if I switch in Aaron in the middle position, by the time Lulu's doing another copycat, then maybe she gets MP for yet another, which wouldn't hurt, I don't think. Yeah, we can still get her out of the party if we want before... Hold on. Yeah, so double switch on you. You just switch for someone. You switch for Aaron. Hopefully this Osmos targets Aaron. But I still think it's random on this targeting. At least there was one case where it seemed to be random. Yeah, targeted Titus. Okay. Well, that could have given us an extra copycat, but I don't believe we actually were needing it. Now, where do we stand? I think I want to stop dealing damage and let Sid do the extra sort of 4800 with... Well, in fact, I think if that had landed, I'd be priced into using another Ultima right now to take advantage of it. And that would mean Sid's second salvo would actually trigger haste. So I guess it kind of wouldn't have worked out anyway. Yeah. Because right now, even a high roll on the second salvo could take Evrae under the threshold, I think. Yeah. So we want to switch in people for this. We want to switch in people for this. Sorry, for this photon spray. Guided missiles number 2. Yeah, that was rough, average-ish damage, I think. So 10, 8, 4, 2. Yeah, I think because guided missiles is like separate rolls, the damage variance in total is actually much lower, right? Because it's not just one number. It's not just like one damage spread applied to the total. So we shouldn't have problems here, but we don't need to be attacking with Whacker. Hey, Carafin. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, let's have Titus take these hits. Okay, game, please don't troll us too hard on this. Alright, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that was absolutely fine. Yes, we definitely want turns after... Yeah, we want turns after Sid's here, just because it's not 100% clear what's going to happen. Yeah, Aaron has slow. Okay, and Evrae is... Evrae's just above the threshold, but sadly we can't really take advantage of that. So we still have to cross the threshold with spellcasting. But maybe, if we roll really high, maybe we can do that in 4 casts rather than 5. In any case, right now, what I need to do is Osmos. So this is the second Osmos. Can I attack with Whacker here? So if he crits and does 220, that's actually a problem, right? Yeah. So better not do that. Let's have Whacker switch to Magic Defense Plus. Yeah, so again, I feel like I think I don't need to risk Lulu. I want to set things up so as soon after this boss turn as possible, we basically go all out. So we only see one more photon spray. I'm just trying to decide who the party should be for that. Well, it's definitely going to be Oren. Let's look at how that timing lines up. That's not ideal. Yeah, we want to do someone quick. And yeah, now like just a weapon switch. Well, a weapon switch with Tidus would be good. Do I want Tidus in the front line? Yeah, I guess so. Now, can I switch to anything with better magic defense? No, I cannot. Okay. And none of this really does anything, no. Yeah, so unfortunately, unless I use Riku here, but Riku has the problem of dying to 4. Yeah, I could use Riku to get the turn sooner after the boss, but Riku has the problem that she would die. I think she would die to, or she could die anyway to the damage from 4 photon spray hits. So let's do this, and we'll do this, and I don't have magic defense up on Oren either, so that's fine. Alright, pretty good damage distribution. Now we're in the same situation as last time, except we have all 3 character slots up. And assuming... yeah, that was a good split. So assuming we have the same kind of glitch as we've seen previously, where we don't actually see a swooping scythe, but Evrae gets to close range even though the camera's kind of balked, I think we can go all out attack now. And then start planning for who's going to be in the party for Evrae's turns, and what we're going to do with respect to pulling back, or what option we even have there. So this is double cast ultimate Osmos Evrae for the last bit of MP. So this is going to trigger haste. Yeah, that's the last bit of MP. Here's haste. And the camera's going to change. Yes. Okay. Now. I'm seeing we don't have great timing here with Sid, because that Stone Gaze, attack 2, inhale, poison breath. But we might be able to deal with that still. So I think I want to just go ahead and get Kimahri's Copycat in. He's only getting one of these, after which he's expendable, so just do it. Let's just check HP. Right, so that divided by 3 is 2800, I believe, which is going to be a bit high. Yeah, the close range seems to bug consistently when I break the damage barrier with Ultima, but I don't know if it's Ultima itself or it's the double cast funny interaction again. But yeah, it's been consistent. It's happened 100% like this, that we basically skip the swooping scythe. Not only the animation, but like just it doesn't happen at all, but Evrae is at close range. Of course, one nice thing about Evrae being at close range is I can get extra damage in now with, say, Oren, which I think I want to do. Anyway, let's get this copycat in. Oh, I forgot to change back to... Oh, that was really stupid. I forgot to change back to magic plus 20% on Kimahri. I just got distracted by everything else. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that definitely cost us a big chunk of damage. I mean, we still have enough damage with 3 Ultimas from Lulu, but... don't really want to risk leaving her in the party. Okay, so Oren has a turn nice and soon after the next boss turn. Let's attack with Oren. He's not under haste, but we're just getting in the biggest chunks of damage we can. Then we switch Lulu for someone who gets a turn as soon as possible after the boss. I don't think there's any point in pulling back, because we know that if Evrae gets a turn from distance, it will then do Swooping Scythe. Swooping Scythe isn't completely, like, balked. It's just the Swooping Scythe used as a counter to the double cast Ultima that gets messed up. So let's go ahead and take a swing with Oren. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, I did not think that would happen, but that is one of the best things I've ever seen. I was like, hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Oh no, that wasn't good. No, I couldn't... Again, I got just distracted by too many things happening. I couldn't attack then, because I need the copycat clear for... No, I need the copycat clear for Lulu's Ultima. Sorry, I need the copycat clear for Lulu to actually be able to copycat the Ultima. Oh, okay. That seemed good, but it was actually stupid. Damn it. Yeah. And I have inconveniently not quite enough MP on Oren and Kimahri to get up to another copycat, so I did just screw myself in kind of hilarious fashion. I'd say it was worth it, except it's taken so many attempts to get to the tail end of the battle. Yeah, so I made 2 just critical blunders there. One was not switching back to magic plus 20% on Kimahri, which cost us the best part of 500 damage, or 400 damage. And one was screwing up my copycat. Yikes. Alright, so can we do anything here? Don't think so. There's no MP left on the boss. I could only scrape together 53 MP, which is not enough for an Ultima. Sigh. Yeah, because we need to... Because if I hadn't messed up the copycat sequencing, I was just like fixated on, okay, we're gonna need more damage. We're gonna run out of time. I didn't want to have to leave Lulu in the party. That was the point. All right. Well. Yeah. So now we get Stone Gaze. Yeah, that was actually the perfect target as well, in the sense that Oren had the biggest delay. Alright, well, we can't win here, but we can send Moogle out on an adventure. Or the Cactuar doll, I should say. $28 MP well spent, I'd say. Yeah, that was amazing. Kind of want to see... Let's see Kimahri's attack animation from a million miles away. Oh, Lulu's still waiting for the... Yeah, it's interesting. The animation hadn't finished for Lulu. Alright, well, whatever. I know, right? We just run to Gravel. Alright, well that was entertaining at least. Yeah, so we're gonna have the problem. Is there any way... Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea for how to make the end of the battle, how to make the timing a little better. Which is, instead of needing like the last Ultima cast and then 3 copycats on Lulu, so 4 turns on Lulu, I make it so it's 3 on Lulu and 2 on Kimahri. So in other words, I don't do the first copycat on Kimahri early on. I just realized something, by the way. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I was about to say something wrong. But getting to the last phase with 3 character slots alive, and making it so that I'm not reliant on Lulu getting 4 turns, I think feels better. Alright, let's see how this goes. Between the glitches and interaction with Copycat and stuff, this is at least a pretty interesting battle. Maybe I should make a video of just... Yeah, maybe I should make a video about this, about the range glitch. I don't know, it'd take a bit of effort with editing and stuff, but I might do that. It's pretty good. I think Dan's Go 8 made a glitch video that did include some graphical glitches, including characters like running off screen to attack, but that was in New Game Plus. Oh. I guess I should also, yeah, I'm not going to do this on stream, but I should also just test that for sure it's not something to do with the, like the Untitled X mod with the cutscene skipper that's related to the distance glitch. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's Ultima or Doublecaster to blame, but just in case. You can't get, there's this video named Bye Bye Aaron. Okay. I was gonna say, you can't normally get... I know you can only get 1 level 4 key sphere you can pick up by this point. Oh right, and it's Chimera Brain who's the bribe for level 4 key sphere. Right, and you still need more than 1 level 4 key sphere for Ultima on the Expert Sphere grid. He just runs off into the atmosphere? Okay, I should look that up. I think you did a search for the enemies that have a flag in the AI relating to the double cast. Yeah, it's RNG hell still, even with slow. I was just going to ask though, there was nothing in Evrae's AI about Evrae's counterattack AI relating to double cast in the way that there was with like the Chocobo Eater not falling over, or what was the other enemy we were talking about? Oh, Spheromorph, that's right. Nice. Yeah, that's a big part of the RNG out of the way, but yeah, so now what I can do... Yeah, that's my understanding, is what you just wrote, yeah. And that's what's in P. Birdman's guide as well. So we can just do an Osmos on herself here, because I'm not copycatting this one. And Lulu's not under haste, but she's not casting a full recovery Ultima, so it's not going to affect the timing. Right. Okay, so I can actually attack with Kimahri here. Yeah. Kind of a free and still defend. You do that. Oh, I messed up the time with Kimahri. Well, it's fine. Okay, so we have a good shot again here. At least as far as we'll get as far as the RNG with the photon spray. So we've got some free time now to do a bit of physical damage, and then we'll have time obviously to pull back after inhale. So let's just fit in this Osmos that we do need to do next. I should have... Well, I got myself tied in knots there. I double cast Ultima and then a dummy Osmos onto Lulu herself, which would just miss. I should have just... Because I wasn't copycatting it, so I should have just Osmosed onto Evrae and saved myself this turn, but... Yeah. It does, yeah, that does seem consistent with what's going on. Okay. So we're going to make this switch for a little bit of extra physical damage, and we're going to have to remember to switch back later. And this can just be an attack from Titus. Just have to make sure we have a character... Yeah, there's a slightly tight timing there, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, we just need to have Kimahri... Or we can actually have Titus just switch for Riku. Yeah, that's fine. And we want Riku in the party anyway, because her MP is part of the next cycle with Ultima and Copycat. So pull back. Get in a second attack with Arin. There's the inhale. And yep, we can make this attack here. Okay, so now it's about... yeah, so now it's just about maximizing MP and Ultima usage from a distance, and we want to make it so that at the end we have... yeah, so what we want to do right now is... yeah, I know what I'm doing right now. It's Ultima, but then Copycat on Riku, then Lulu... sorry, it's Ultima, then Osmos on Riku, then Lulu copycats that twice, and I don't copycat yet with Kimahri. Yes, okay. So need to start being careful about just doing dummy weapon switches. Try and keep Lulu out of the party for the photon spray. But we just... yeah, I mean, we just did the pullback, so this turn is still free. So this is double cast, Ultima there, Osmos there. Yes. It'd be really funny if you could do something like... let's see. No, I guess there's no good way to that you could ever really mess up Unalesca's counters with double cast. Yeah, so you stay in the party. You just hang out. Now you copycat. Yeah, wasted breath turn. Okay, so far so good. So we've got one more copycat on Lulu off of Riku's MP. Let's just have Kimahri come in and do this switch to Halberd, because I don't want to forget that later. And we start getting the guided missiles. Yeah. Okay, let's look at HP here. Ah, interesting, we're exactly 10k above the threshold. Imagine if you could copycat guided missiles. Yeah. That would be like... well, that would be like copycatting Ultima. I don't know that actually does too much for me, to be honest. It's about 2400, right? Close to it's almost exactly the same damage by coincidence. So 2 more guided missiles and 2 Ultimas. Well, we'll see what the damage is like, I guess. Yeah, so... just continue dummy switching for a second. Get this last copycat off Riku's MP. And then Riku's not stuck in the party, because I just need to make sure that this Osmos doesn't accidentally target Kimahri. Okay, so now... Yeah, we're actually... Funnily enough, we might... yeah. Oh, the damage is going to be a little funny here. I think right now we just want to... Well, we need to get more MP on Lulu. So that's going to be the second Osmos on Evrae. We can just do that whenever she has a chance. Yeah, so right now let's just focus on surviving the Photon Spray, right? So that's going to be Waka, Orin... Yeah, Waka, Orin, Kimahri. Okay. Might end up in a situation where we have some issues with the damage numbers again, but I think we need to see how the rolls come out for guided missiles. All right, let's not do that at Osmos now. There's no rush to do it. I think we should only see 2 photon sprays, but obviously they can still kind of mess us up depending on the damage rolls. Yeah, Carafian, that's an interesting question. So I did try that last attempt, and it didn't quite work. I got one of the osmoses to like randomly target the correct character, but the problem with that is well, actually, the way I'm doing it this way, yeah, it's quite inconsistent, and previously I had the copycats on Osmos lined up a bit of a different way, but I think what you're saying actually I should have considered it this attempt, because this attempt, like the previous attempt, I needed 4 spells from Lulu and 1 from Kimahri at the end, whereas this time I'm trying to do 3 and 2, so it's less critical on Lulu getting enough turns. But yeah, I think what you're saying actually... It is still very luck reliant, because as far as I can tell, there's no pattern to the target. If the original Osmos target is out, it is just random. But yeah, I should have considered that. Anyway, right now, yeah, we can have Kimahri take damage here. And he's got HP plus, which is the best bet. Sure. Alright, that's a decent damage spread. 4 hits on Kimahri, but that's okay, we can just take him out next time. So, let's check HP here. Yeah, so the question is whether... So we're going to see 1 more guided missiles, right? But then the question is whether 1 ultimate after that leaves Evrae just above the HP threshold or just below it. So sadly, the physical damage we did at the beginning of the battle I might have done very slightly more than I wanted. But that's okay. We've got some options here. We can play some games like unequipping Magic Plus. So I don't think it's necessarily messed up yet. We do need to do Osmos on Evrae. Yeah, that needs to happen. So this is the second Osmos on Evrae. It's now got 110 MP left or something in that range. So we've got 1 more. Yeah, we've got... Hold on. No, we've got... We've got 1 more Ultimate Osmos Evrae, and then after that... Yeah, okay, we've got 1 more real Ultima double cast, and everything after that has to be copycat, and I need to remember that for the turn sequencing. Yes, okay. So right now we're just waiting for this other... Yeah, we're just waiting right now for this other guided missiles. Maybe don't want Orin in the... Or I don't want Waka in the party next. Yeah, let's just... shuffle turns around. So can I get... it's unfortunate that there's no time for Lulu to get a turn. Oh, maybe... Let's see. No, I think if I had someone get a turn right after... No, that's probably not quite going to work. I was going to say, if I have someone get a turn right after Sid, then maybe Lulu could come in and still switch out. Well, Lulu being in the party for Photon Spray shouldn't be such a big deal. I mean, her magic defense really does make a difference. So she's not that much more likely to die than anyone else at this point. Like, I'd have to have a vulnerable third character anyway, yeah. I think I want to do... Alright, that timing's fine, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see what this damage roll is from the last guided missiles, and then the question is, like, how, you know, can I fit in one more ultimate and leave Evrae just above the haste threshold, which is what I want, I think. So let's bring in Lulu for the sensor. Oh, she doesn't actually get it the time to switch out here anyway, so never mind. So it's 13,364. And 10,667 is the magic number. So that is 2,697? Yeah. Okay, let me just check the damage numbers real quick on Lulu here. So it's magic 20, defense 1, power 70, and if I use magic plus 5... Oh, nice! No, this worked out great. I don't have to change... Yeah, I don't have to unequip magic plus 5 on Lulu, because 2626 is the max roll. Nice. And let's just check my arithmetic here. So the number on screen now is 13,364. So it's 364 to get down to 13k. It's 2,364 to get down to 11k. Then an extra 333 on top of that is 2697. Yes. So we're good. Okay. But this is the point beyond which we can only take weapon switches or talk to Sid. Any other action would mess up the copycat turns. Yeah, so leave that on Kimari. I think this timing is actually really good, assuming we don't get unlucky with Lou dying to the photon spray, because she gets the next turn to start the damage dealing right after Evrae's. Okay, here goes. Okay, so a couple of hundred above the HP threshold. Yep. We've got 5 ultimas available in terms of MP. We might need all of those depending on the damage rolls. But we're not going to do any more damage now. We're just going to set up... So, yeah, we want the best party setup for this photon spray, and that's Tidus rather than Riku. Just minimize the chance of losing somebody. We can do a dummy switch first. Nope, that's... Okay, well, we're 1 tick out there, so that's not too bad. We'll have RN switch for Tidus. Just have to remember, only weapon switches here. Only weapon switches. No getting lazy and pressing defend. Yeah, I'd really... Well, I'd rather... Yeah, okay, I couldn't have done anything about this, just given the characters I wanted to juggle. I'd rather Titus and Lulu's turns there were switched around, but yeah, it's alright. Okay, so photon spray number 2. Please don't wreck us. Okay, well Lulu was down to 55, but 55 is not 0. No idea how Sid's turns are gonna end up panning out, but I don't think we can do much about that. So I think we start dealing damage now. So we still have as the copycat Ultima, well, the Osmos no longer matters, but we still have the Ultima. So we're on track so far. So this is going to bring in the haste counter, and we're going to get the silly glitch with Evrae being at close range, but not actually... yeah, but the game being confused, basically. Yep, there we go. Now, can Kimahri get out of the party? Yes, he can. Okay, really good. That's really, really good. Because I don't really want Lu and Kimahri in the party for the next Evrae turn, which is Stone Gaze. So let's copycat, and I have got magic plus 20% equipped. Yes, and we're not going to do any extra attacks with Orin this time. Okay, we have the damage here. We may still have a timing problem, but we do have the damage. Okay. Right, so we don't get the Sid turn after Inhale. I think it's pretty... you'd have to get... yeah, we're actually in very similar timing to that last attempt, where it was a couple of ticks before. But I think that's okay. So Stone Gaze really doesn't matter who's in the party for this. All I'm trying to do is get a turn as soon after the bosses as possible. And... it's looking a little tricky, isn't it? Because what I need to have, so what I need to have happen is this. Stone Gaze hits someone that isn't Kimahri and Lulu. My remaining 2 characters switch in for Kimahri and Lulu, and we do 2 more copycats. Then, one of Kimahri and Lulu survives the next physical attack, and even if Evrae gets a second turn in a row for the Inhale, we should win before Poison Breath. The only way that would get messed up is if I screw up the timing here and there's too many ticks between the next boss turn and the turns that can bring the casters back in. So let's just take our time here. Okay, so 2 weapon switches with Titus is good timing. Yeah. And Riku's... well, 2 weapon switches with Riku with haste is probably even better timing. Yes, okay. Sure. So Lulu out. Oh, I see a bit of a... okay, I see a bit of a problem here. So what if... okay, so Kimahri's turn's right before Evrae's. There's currently 15 ticks between Evrae's turns. So... yeah, so if I'm a bit concerned that my third character doing... my third Stone Gaze fodder character, basically... I'm concerned at what happens if they're a bit slow, and maybe I want to bring Whacker in here before Titus. So let's say... okay, so let's say Kimahri's on the same tick as the boss. That's kind of useful. So if Waka survives the Stone Gaze and is that third swap character, he would get a turn immediately before. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. I think even in that scenario, the slowest possible scenario, we still have a turn before Poison Breath, because Evrae doesn't get more than 2 turns in a row against Hasted, Kimahri, and Lulu. I think we're good. Oh boy. Let's... just in case I'm... Let's go ahead and switch Waka in first, just in case I'm a little off. I'm basically concerned about like the slowest character I'm switching in here being one not having his turn too late, because I might end up needing that. So let's do that switch first. Yeah, then we'll do Tidus's switch, and then Kimahri switches for Riku. But I think this is going to work. So, yeah, that's the ultra long range Stone Gaze, because the game still sort of half thinks Evrae's at distance. It did hit Waka, which is fine for us. But now the moment of truth. Did I do that calculation correctly? Yes, I think I did. We might even kill Evrae. Oh no, hold on. Wait. I need 2 casts on Lulu. It has to be 2 casts on Lulu. I was gonna say I have the timing down, so that next attack is a physical attack. But do I have to... Do I have to have Lulu in the party here and just hope she doesn't get targeted, or do I have time? Oh man, this is intense. I thought I had it, but I think I might need an extra cast on Lulu. Alright, let's just wait a second, check the HP on the boss. Yeah, we're not... That's 3... We need all 3 of these ultimate casts. That's almost 6k HP. So can I guarantee that I get that? I definitely have to do a copycat on... Kimahri. And if I do that now... No, I think I have to have Lulu in the party, because... Well, I either have to have Lulu in the party, or I have to take a 2 out of 3 here, that the character getting the turn soonest is not the one getting hit by the physical attack. Right, because the pair of boss turns that are back-to-back down the bar, that's Inhale Poison Breath. And... Yeah, the next turn, so then the first turn here is attack, and then it's Inhale Poison Breath. But the problem is... If I do a copycat with Kimahri now, and the third character, like the Tidus slot right now, gets targeted, then I don't have time for 2 more copycats with Lulu. Yeah, well, Riku gets a turn, but that's not very useful. So I do have 15 ticks. Yeah, I guess I do have those 15 ticks. The problem is... Yeah, the problem is kind of the recovery after Kimari's turn here. I think I leave Lulu in the party, and the reason for that is I think I need to win a 2 out of 3 either way. Except with Lulu in the party, she could be the target of the physical attack and evade it 22% of the time. So that is better odds. I'm not seeing any way I can guarantee I get the three turns I need. But better I have to risk Lulu for the physical attack because you can evade that. Whereas if she'd been the Stone Gaze target, they would have just been over. So I think yeah. I mean, I think I'm still making these decisions as well as I can. Oh man. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't help me at all for Kimari to do his last copycat on Tidus's turn here, because that just pushes things back. That's not going to buy... If Kimari's then the character left who switches for Lulu, like she isn't going to somehow get an extra turn. Is forcing a swooping side instead any option? Oh man. That's a great point. So Swooping Scythe will KO... Yeah, so Swooping Scythe will KO anybody who isn't defending. But I do have characters who could survive it by defending, including... certainly... Tidus and Orin, for sure. I think Lulu too, but that doesn't... No, not Lulu, sorry. Yeah, because it's basically half the strength of a normal attack. So if I... But I have to issue a pullback command with one of Tidus and Riku, who are then... And defending messes up Copycat. That's yeah, exactly. I think I just have to take the slightly better than 2/3. I'm not seeing a way around that. But let me just think for another second about the Swooping Scythe. So, no, I think it comes down to what you just wrote. The problem is the defending. I mean, it has lower accuracy than a physical attack, but that doesn't. But it hits everybody. So like. Yeah, the odds of... Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Alright, so we need this... Yeah, we just need this attack to not connect with Lulu. Yeah, we don't get to magically avoid this attack. Hooray for Final Fantasy AI! I didn't have to actually win on that turn, but I don't think there was much point in doing anything else. There is a question of these fights now, but we did it. We needed luck even right at the end, but we made it. After a long time of trying and lots of dying. Oh, a nice soft bangle as a reward. That was freaking intense. Let's just say... Praise be to Yevon for the remaster autosaves, because I'm not confident I'm making it through the Bevel battles first time. Yeah, that was a very rough every fight. It's one of those fights where like there's a bit too much RNG to be kind of satisfied or happy with the strategy, but there was still, well, I'll say it this way, there was certainly a lot of scope for me still messing things up. Yeah, if I had MP Stroll on Lulu, easy game, but yeah, don't worry, I quite like this cutscene. I'm not skipping it. Yeah. I don't know, are they supposed to be easy in a regular playthrough? I guess they kind of are. They're definitely not supposed to be harder than Evrae, but I think at one point when I was playing casually a long time ago, maybe my first playthrough, I did have trouble with these fights. I think my assumption was like, I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought, oh, we just got through a boss battle, we'll be able to save before anything else hard comes along, so. No, so Carafian, the problem is this. Kimahri doesn't have MP. So it's true that if Kimahri doesn't get hit, he gets that turn. But for me to make use of that and eliminate the luck involved with Lulu being in the front line, Lulu would have had to not do her previous cast, so she would still need to get 2 copycats in, and that's what I didn't have time for. But yeah, we did have more ticks. With the way it worked out, we did have more ticks in the end, because we didn't even see the inhale turn. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't a way to do it any more safely. One of the annoying things here is that the monks only have 20 MP each, and the Machina have 1 MP each. And yeah, I have MP Stroll on Tidus. I have HP Stroll on Oren, which honestly isn't that bad. Okay, let's see. Man, I'm kind of tired out after that Evrae fight. Yeah, I haven't put much thought at all into these battles. I have my last ability slot, which I believe is going to be Provoke on Whacker. That could come up here as well. Yeah, way over leveling for Evrae. I think I probably did some of that too. I definitely didn't understand. Oh yeah, I definitely don't think I had a fun time with that fight. Alright, sorry for being anticlimactic here, but I do need to start getting dinner ready, and I don't want to rush through these fights because I think I probably will lose. So I'm going to end the stream here. I will be back around the same time tomorrow, hopefully around 1 PM again rather than 1:30. We'll try these fights then, and I can decide about Provoke on Whacker and whether to use that. But I'm a little fried, I guess, from the Evrae attempts and then those couple of really close ones at the end. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a follow if you're interested in watching the stream again and you haven't already. I'm streaming pretty regularly right now, but that's kind of because I'm on vacation. So yeah, definitely a few more days. All right. Cheers, guys. Yeah, see you tomorrow.